platforms. Y'all come on in here. Let's get it. What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Ace Metaphor, and this is the Ace Metaphor podcast coming to you live on Fine Dude Wednesday. Haircut. So I feel like I'm looking spiffy right now. I'm not even gonna lie. So starting this beginning monologue, make sure you drop your questions. Drop your questions below. Um, so let's get into it. Man, stop dating unready men. Stop dating men you know can't meet your expectations and rise up to your standards. Stop dating men that can't match your energy. Stop dating men that can't match your energy. Every single time you do the opposite, don't you get hurt. Don't you waste time. Don't you feel empty and drained and used. Stop dating men you know you are too good for. I am too good for certain people when it comes to dating. If you want to be this man's friend from a distance, cool. But when it comes to romantic interest, when it comes to finding a partner that you can spend the rest of your life with, oh, I got standards. And yes, I am too good to be giving my heart out like it's a dollar bill, giving it to a homeless hobo when it comes to their hearts. That man can't love you in the way you know you need to be loved. You know this, you know this, you know this, but what do? Choose to ignore that fact. Stop dating men you know you don't see as a husband. Stop dating men you know that don't want you as a wife. Stop dating men you know that can't give you what you need. Stop settling when it comes to dating. You keep settling and you're wondering why you keep suffering. You will suffer every single time you settle for an unready man. You will settle you will suffer every single time you try to convince yourself that you can make him into something he's not. If he's unready, guess what he's ready to do? He's ready to hurt you. He's ready to waste your time. He's ready to lead you on. He's ready to damage you, hurt you. He's ready to gaslight you. Unready men bring unready men problems in your life. If you are a ready woman, find somebody that's already ready. You ain't got to get that man together. He's already equipped. You ain't got to teach him how to act right in a relationship. He already knows it. You ain't got to tell this man, I need you to be self-disciplined. He already is before he meets you. Every time you try to yo, ready self with an unready man, the only thing you're gonna be ready for is disaster. Stop. Stop. Please stop. Listen to me, Linda. Stop. Let me tell you something. There are ready men that have readied their heart, readied the nest, readied their lives to receive you. But yet, something about your self confidence and your self esteem or your self worth lets you think or convinces you to think that the best you can, convinces you to think that the best you can do is a unready man. Goddamn. Convinces you that the best you can do is a unready man. Guess what unready men normally come with? Unhealed hearts. Un. Listen, I get it. I get it. You want to love this man, right? I get it. You want to love this man. You want to be there for this man. You want to support this man. But let me tell you something. Every time you yoke yourself with somebody that's unready, you get hurt. You lose. Nobody else but you. Before we get into these questions, in Instagram, I'm gonna find a space for y'all. I gotta quit touching shit. Last time I touched something, it messed everything up. So I'm gonna keep y'all right here before we get into these questions. Or TikTok, I'm sorry. Before we go forward, I want y'all to understand this. I am telling you this not from an idealistic mind frame. There's too many men and women that think so lowly of themselves that they don't actually think they deserve somebody that's healed and ready. You think that because you're not ready or you don't, ooh, I'm about to touch somebody. Because you're not healed, because you're not ready, And because you don't want to wait until you get those things in order before you date, this is how you find unready men. Let me tell you something. Odds are, if you dating an unready man, you not ready as a woman. Let me tell you something. You really not as ready as you think you are, because if you were really ready the way you said you was ready, why are you yoking yourself with a person that you know ain't at the same level of life as you? You know that can't give you what you need. You know ain't looking for a long-term relationship. Part of being ready is understanding who is not right for you. Who is there to just waste your time? Who is there to just take from you? Who are there to just to entertain themselves with your heart in the process? What I'm saying is find you a man that's ready. Stop fucking around. All right. So listen, we about to get into these questions. Y'all drop y'all questions below. All right. I don't know. Every time I do this cast thing, it makes my it makes everything smaller on my computer. Um, let's see. Y'all drop y'all questions below. Drop a question below real quick. If y'all on Insta, I'm gonna take the questions wherever I can get it. Okay. So drop y'all questions. Um, First questions will be answered. All right, hold on. I just found one, but all right. The first question we have is how do we determine if he's ready? A ready man has a plan. One more time. A ready man has a plan for you. A ready man is ready to communicate with you. A ready man knows to step to the date with intentionality. A ready man knows at every step of the way exactly what he's looking for, and he can tell you where you stand in his matter of fact. Let me make this obvious. A ready man is ready to tell you where you stand in his life. How many times have you dated somebody that can't even tell you where you stand in their life? You ask him, what are we? An unready man to be like, well, we're just kicking it, we chilling, we vibing. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to feel the. A ready man is ready to tell you if he likes you or if he doesn't. A ready man will tell you where you stand in his life. Hey, listen, I'm vibing with you. We kicking it. I can see something coming of this, but right now I need a little bit more information. I like to see you in different situations and occasions. I like to see how you handle conflict. I'd like to meet your family. Before I can really answer that question the way I want to say whether or not I think we can be an item, these are the things I need to see you in. This man is self-aware. He's aware of what type of partner he needs. He is aware how to find those particular qualifications in you. He takes you on dates to expose the things in you that he needs to see in order for him to know whether or not you are the right person for him. A ready man will tell you if he ain't fucking with you. A ready man to say, I'm not going to waste more of your time. We are not compatible. A ready man to say, hey, this has been fun, but listen, I'm not your Mr. Right. And what I don't want to do is block your best blessings, block your blessings. So I'm gonna get out of the way. One more time. What I don't want to do is block your blessings. So I'm gonna get out of goddamn. This is harder than it looks. A ready man to say, I don't want to block your blessings. So what I'm gonna do is get out of the way. A ready man is ready as soon as he identifies that you are the woman he is looking for. This man already knows the type of woman that fits him. This man already has a plan for her in his life. This man has already readied that nest. So as soon as he identifies that you are that capable wife that he is looking for, he's ready to make a move on it. Unready men, they go with the flow. Unready men prioritizes the order of getting to know you differently. Unready men prioritize the sex, right? They provor they provor purpor they prioritize getting into you than getting to know you. They prioritize all the fun and flashy shit, but they don't get to the business of dating. What I need you to understand is when you're looking for a ready man, you can tell he's ready by the way he moves. Matter of fact, you can tell he's ready by the way his life is in order. This ain't a man in between blessings, ladies. This ain't a man still trying to figure it out. This ain't a man that still got mommy and daddy issues looking for you to heal him. This is a man that's already prepared. So when you meet him, he is ready to take it to the next level. Stop dating these unready men, ladies. Stop it. Stop it. Please stop it. Please. All right. Um, why do men say they're ready, but when you start talking, they're not really ready? Because the shit be working. People ask me all the time, why do men lie to women? Because it be working. There are a pocket of women that will prioritize what a man says over what he is doing. A man will tell you, I'm ready, but you know with your eyes and you can feel it in your spirit that he's not, he don't move like an intentional man. This man is not honest. He's not transparent. He's not emotionally available and you know it, but you will prioritize the man saying that he's ready, saying that he's into you, saying that he wants something serious, but you're ignoring all the other factors, all the other actions of his body, in his spirit, in his mind. You know you do it. How many of y'all ignore what a motherfucker is doing based off of what he is saying? Y'all do it in relationships. That's probably why you're still in that toxic ass relationship because you used to this man telling you he's going to be better than actually being better. You're used to this man saying, I'm going to eventually make you a girlfriend instead of actually doing it. You used to this man saying, I'm going to eventually get my life together and be financially secure instead of this man actually putting in the work to be that. What I'm saying is, women ask all the time, why do men say shit when their actions means do something different? Because y'all asses stay. Where the fuck are you right now? Still with him, despite all the inactions that you see, simply because this man can whisper sweet nothings in your ear. And ain't it full of nothing? He keep telling you that he gonna be better, but what do you see afterwards? Nothing. He keep telling you that this thing and this pattern and this cycle of abuse will never continue or will not continue. But what do you see? Shit continuing. He keep telling you. Hey, listen, I'm gonna stop flirting and being with these other girls, and I'm gonna stop. But what ended up happening? Same shit. Because some of you all pay more attention to what a motherfucker is saying and not what he's actually doing. And then you got the nerve to ask, why do men do this? Because y'all still listening to him. Guess what? A man can't lie to you if you ain't in his presence. A man can't play you if you ain't in a relationship with him. He can't keep telling you those empty ass promises if your ear ain't right there. Point being is, why do these men lie? Because y'all stay and listen. And I know you don't want to hear that truth, but they should just not lie. Well, you should not listen. You know this man is lying. You know he's lying, but you want to believe those lies so bad. What do? Well, okay. I understand. I love you too. I know you're going to get it together. I don't want to give up on you. Bullshit. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. All right, let's keep going. Keep dropping y'all questions. All right, I'm gonna go to Instagram for a question. Instagram, I'm gonna go for a question real quick. Instagram, y'all drop y'all questions. I'm gonna see if I can find one on the ground real quick. Somebody said, "Sir, can you talk to us nicely?" Instagram. All right, let's see. Instagram, y'all keep dropping y'all questions. All right. Somebody said, "Why can't you talk to us nicely?" Facebook, drop a question. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm about to have to whoop y'all asses real quick because I just got done answering this question about lying, and somebody said, "Why do they like to pretend?" Too often, far too often, what you'll do is you matter of fact, here's your problem. Here's some of y'all problems. Either you need to fall hard and slow or fast and soft. But too many of y'all fall hard and fucking fast, which means you are infatuated. You love this man by month 3. You think you know everything about this guy, and you have already committed your heart to a man that hasn't committed to you, that hasn't shown you his true colors. You didn't even verify his questions. All you got is what you know of this man in the first few dates, and here you are writing his name next to yours. Here you are planning this whole relationship out in your head. Here you are believing that mask that man has been wearing to impress you, believing that's his true character, his true identity. So by the time that man takes that mask off and he can no longer pretend to be something he's not, you are so in disbelief that that is actually who he is, that you believe the mask is his true identity. Let me repeat that one more time. Women always ask, why do men pretend? And the same reason why men lie, I'm gonna talk about it like this. Men pretend because it works. It is too hard to actually change that man's character. He in his head, he knows I can't not be a piece of shit. But what I can do is pretend to not be a piece of shit long enough to get a woman to fall in love with me. And once she does, now I take my mask off. Understand, people that are manipulators, gaslighters, people that have a history of abusing people, people that know that they hurt people, they learn. They can't change. The best they can do is convince you by wearing a mask in the beginning that that's their true selves. And what do? The rest of the relationship fish to try to get the old thing back, that mask that they was wearing in the beginning. Let me repeat this one more time. You don't think that man know he toxic? You don't think that that man knows as soon as you find him? Hold on, one more time. You don't think that man knows he's toxic? You don't think that as soon as he find that, damn, one more time. It's harder than it looks. You don't think that man knows he's toxic? You don't think that he thinks that as soon as you find out his true colors, that you're not going to run just like every other woman in his life? He knows you will. This is why this man says, I'm not going to introduce my authentic self to her, because if she doesn't love me, she's going to choose not to fuck with me. What I have to do is pretend to be something I'm not long enough for her to say, I love you. Because when she says, I love you, I know I got her by the heart. I need to convince her that it's safe enough to get close enough to me to where I can grab her with my toxicity. I can grab her with my breadcrumbing and my gaslighting. I want her to lower her guards. So what I got to do is pretend to be the nice guy. Because if I show her how ugly I am on the inside, she'll never give me a chance. I'm so used to being left by people that I know as soon as she knows exactly who I am, she's going to run. So I got to catch her first. And in order for me to catch her, I have to wear a mask. I have to pretend to be a good guy. I have to pretend that I'm not like those other men, that I can keep her safe. I have to pretend that I really love her and be the man of her dreams. But I can only do this for 2 months. So I got to cram 2 years of dating in 2 months. I got to call her every day. I got to see her every day. I got to race to her falling in love with me so fast, because I know my stamina of being this good guy only lasts 3 months. I got to convince her to fall in love with me in the first 3 months. If I don't, she never will. And if I do, she'll always stay. There are men right now that know that as soon as you fall in love with them, you're gonna go into ride or die mode. You're gonna go into unconditional mode. You're gonna go into that's my man, my man, my man mode. And I'm gonna stick beside him mode. He knows that, I know that, you know that. You know as soon as you love a nigga, you ain't gonna leave that nigga. He know it, I know it, you know it. And you wonder why men pretend. They pretend because they want to get to that part. So as long as I can convince you to love me before you find out my true identity, goal accomplished. Now here you are about to give me 2, 3 years of your life. You and I know it. You know it, I know it, he know it. And if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. If I'm lying, why the fuck you stay in that toxic relationship so long? Why the fuck you try to convince yourself that who you met in the beginning is his real self instead of the reality you've been suffering through for the last 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months? You know I'm telling the truth. So you keep asking, why do men pretend? That's why. Shit works. It works. I know it. You know it. Everybody know it. We all up in this motherfucker together, right? We all up. We know it. So here's my point. My point is, and I've said this many times, ladies, getting food tricked or deceived isn't what's keeping you from finding your happiness. Staying once you do find out that this person was pretending lying, that is what's wasting your time. Staying trying to convince yourself that the man you fell in love with is his actual self instead of the man he's showing you once he thinks you can't leave. Anybody can pretend to be something if it's uncertain whether or not you're gonna stay or not. As soon as you give this man the security of I'm not gonna leave you, I got you, I'm a whole that's when people's true colors show. The person you get when he thinks you not gonna walk your ass out the door is his genuine self, not the person that's trying to impress you during the first or second date, not the person that's trying to win you from all the other suitors. The person, a person's true character is shown when a motherfucker don't think you can leave. When he don't think you can leave, when he don't think you got no other options, that's his real self. But you convince yourself that the man you met in the beginning is real. No, that was his representative. The person you know now is him. Sometimes you got to know to abort that shit. Abort, 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 abort. Cool? Cool. All right, I'm gonna get a question from Instagram real quick. Instagram, drop a question real quick. Um, Instagram, drop your question. And then next, I'm gonna get TikTok next. Going live on all these different spots is actually kind of player. Um, I'm about to say a unpopular opinion. So, so look. I'm gonna answer this first one on Instagram. Instagram. A question is, I'm gonna pin it real quick. Let me see if I can pin it. Damn, I should make myself a moderator. The question on Instagram is, why do men always come back? The question is, why do men always come back? Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna tackle that one right now. I'm gonna get to that one later. Somebody said you don't have to block him. You can become unresponsive. Period. Trying to be the bigger person be fucking y'all up. Here you are trying to prove to everybody else how mature you are and that you can break up with this person amicably and y'all can remain friends. Fuck that shit, bro. You blocked me when we were in a relationship. When I was trying to reach you, you mentally blocked me. You gave me the cold shoulder. You edged me out in this relationship. You made me feel alone. So after that, I don't give a fuck if I have to block you to protect my peace because you were blocking me inside of the relationship to protect yours. I don't care if I don't answer your phone calls when you call me after we break up because while we were in a relationship, you wouldn't answer my calls for change and improvement and to be better. You going what y'all gonna stop doing is letting people guilt trip you into making you think that you're being immature or you can't be amicable or whatever. Are you being childish simply because you're protecting your peace after a breakup? You didn't block that man; he blocked you first. He blocked you out of his life. He blocked your blessings. He blocked the happiness that you was experiencing. So do not feel guilty if you got to block him on social media after all that shit you went through. Quit letting people make you feel small. You need to be the bigger person. Y'all can remain friends. You were not friends in a relationship. Would a friend cheat on you? Would a friend lie right to your face? Would a friend put their hands on you? So here you are trying to be friends with a man that wasn't friendly towards you in the motherfucking relationship. Well, we better apart than we was together. Get that bullshit out of my life, man. Quit saying that bullshit to me. If you were a better apart than y'all were together, matter of fact, here's the thing. So you mean to tell me you expect somebody to be able to treat you well now that you're not sucking his dick? Like you were actively giving him ass. You was actively building into him, speaking life into him. You were actively being a supportive girlfriend, his ride or die. You were seeing him every day. And that wasn't enough for that man to respect you. So you think now that you take all those things away, now all of a sudden he gonna respect you? The best you gonna do is a man re-entering the honeymoon phase, trying to convince you that he's changed just to get you back. That's why things appear better now that y'all broken up. Because he wants the old thing back. Listen, quit trying to prove to everybody how mature you are and focus on your healing. I will block you after I break up with you. I will not answer your calls after I break up with you. Respectfully, fuck you. Respectfully. Respect. I mean, but I still care for the person. I care for you from way over there. I mean, but I mean, hey, you're just being childish. I mean, so you mean to tell me if you see him, you won't speak? I say, what up? We don't gotta catch up. I don't need to know about your life. We don't need the small talk. Sometimes the consequences of fucking somebody over in a relationship is that once the relationship over, they don't fuck with you no more. That's a consequence. So you meaning to tell me you can do all this shit while we was together, and now you're gonna try to police me now that we apart? I don't owe you shit. I gave you I gave you everything I had while I was in that relationship. Everything. I gave you tears. I gave you years. I gave you my body. Some of y'all gave men children, and he still fucked you over. Now you allowing the world to make you seem like you being immature because you don't fuck with that man. No, man, get out of here. Block, block, block. But go ahead. Be fake mature if you want to, bruh. Sometimes being mature after a breakup means that I can't. Hey, listen, you ain't got access to me no more. Revolt. You ain't. If you need to talk to me, you got to go to 3, 4 people. You feel me? You can't just immediately call me. You can't pick up the phone and call me after a breakup. You got to go through this person, to go to this person, to go to me. Hey, you being childish. Well, whatever. Well, I'd rather you call me childish than stupid by going back to that man. I'd rather you call me immature than unhealed because I keep ripping the scabs off this healing that I'm doing every time I allow this person to insert themselves back in my life. I'd rather you call me petty than you call me a cycle of abuser. Y'all need to figure out what you'd rather be called. Because you up here letting other people call you petty over not wanting to speak to a man that fucked you over that they didn't have to experience the toxicity from. Next time somebody say, well, y'all should remain friends, tell them to be friends with that nigga. You go be friends with him. You, you. You want to be friends so fucking, you want to be friends so fucking bad, go be friends with that man. That next time you tell you, y'all look so good together though. Well, you go be with him. You go do it. You get somebody else to do it. You go do it. I mean, I'm just so sad y'all broke up. Will you go suck his dick in? Why don't you do that? Keep talking to me. You go do it. You go do it. So now you so concerned. I mean, I'm just so sad. Y'all was so good to get. No, we wasn't. No, we wasn't. Whose friend are you? Sometimes your friends be your ops, bro. Your friends be your biggest ops. You know people be saying questionable. You being questionable right now, man. Golly, whose side are you? I just think y'all should get back together. Get out my face with that. Get out my face. Yo, hey, we gotta stop watching. We gotta start watching our friends. Period. We gotta start watching our friends, man. Period. Whoa, wee. Whoa, way. Oh shoot. Y'all keep dropping y'all questions. If you are on Facebook, hit the like or share button. Hit the like and share button if you're on Facebook. Hey TikTok, what's up, man? Hey TikTok, what if I need to start doing like I'm about to turn into an NPC. What I look like is 40 a 34-year-old man doing NPC things. I think that's important. I don't know. I don't think I can do it. TikTok trying to get me to do the NPC thing, and that's not gonna work right now, man. Imma do it one of these days though. Yeah, if I can make $12,000 a day, I might do it. Okay, here's a question. Here's a question, and I wanna be honest with you guys. Why they break your spirit? Imma be honest with you, and I want y'all to listen to me. There are just some men that are broken. I don't care how much of a woman you are and how good you think your spirit is, you can't fix him. And instead of you realizing that that's his mama's job, his therapist's job, his friend's job, what you try to do is love the hurt out of him. What you try to do is take your bare hands, wrap it in your heart, and pick up the shattered pieces of his soul, the shattered pieces of his innocence. You try to piece it together, man. You try to fix the hurt in this man, and what you end up doing is hurting yourself in the process. You cannot love that anger out of him. You cannot support the little boy out of him. And every time you try, you get hurt. Every time you try to help him find the pieces of his lost masculinity, don't you lose more of you? Don't you lose your goals and your dreams? And don't you lose sleep? You losing weight, you losing hair, trying to help this man find himself. You losing hope that good men exist because you keep fucking around with a man that you know can't give you what you need. What I'm trying to say is, you cannot fix that man. When you gonna learn that? You cannot heal that man. When you gonna learn that? And if you gonna try to do that, get somebody better qualified. You are not qualified to heal this man. You are made to love him, man. You made to support his efforts, not be his efforts. You can't make that man do shit. With your delusional belief that you can is the reason you making yourself lose sleep, lose purpose, lose happiness. What I'm trying to say is, who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck that you think you can fix niggas? You think you can fix men? You think you can heal them? You think it's something special about you that's gonna turn this broke ass man into an ambitious grinder that's bringing home the bacon and supporting the household? Who the fuck who you think you are? Who do you think you are, bro? I say this all the time. Your name is not Jesus. You know, you're not Geppetto. You're not a therapist, you're not a doctor. You Keisha, bro. Like you got chill the fuck out. Quit quit overestimating your ability to change men, please. And when you say, "Why do they break your spirit?" It's because you're close enough to be broken. Your need to fix men requires them to be broke before you meet them. And you know what they say about broken people? Broken people break people. So if you are a fixer, you are constantly putting yourself in danger of being broken because you seek out men that need fixing because they are broken. Why don't you, instead of trying to fix him, fix you? Why, instead of you trying to heal him, why don't you heal you? Instead of you trying to get him to reach his dreams and his ambition, why don't you fix your fucking 400 credit score? You got a 400 credit score. You got 420 talking about I'm trying to build this man. Huh? I'm trying to help him reach his dreams. Have you reached your dreams? Put the light back on you first. You up here losing yourself trying to fix the man. You ain't even at your elevated self. That's the part that be fucking me up about y'all ladies. You ain't together. You ain't healed. You ain't where you wanna be financially. You ain't accomplished all your goals. And now you're gonna take energy away from that to try to get a man to reach his when you ain't reached yours? Let me tell you something. When you reach your pinnacle and you've elevated your life, there's certain men you ain't gonna fuck with no more. Tell me I'm lying if I'm lying. There's certain men you're not gonna mess with no more. You know it, I know it. The reason you keep accepting these broke ass men, because you probably a broke ass woman. Fucked you up, didn't I? Mhm. You keep trying to convince me. Healed, together women who know they worth and accept discipline with their heart would accept broken ass men? That's what you trying to convince me? You try is that what you trying to convince me that women who got their stuff together, who know their purpose, who's secure in themselves, that know their self-worth, that's okay with being lonely if they need to, that enforces their boundaries, that will walk away from somebody that's beneath them. You're trying to convince me that those type of women accept broken men? I ain't going. I ain't going. I'm not going. I'm not going for that. I'm not going. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna let y'all do that. Here y'all go. I'm a good woman, though, Ace. Good woman to who? Him or you? Are you a g are you really a good woman if you allow somebody to treat you like are you really a good woman if you can enforce your self-worth and your boundaries and what you know you deserve from a relationship? Are you really a good woman to yourself if you pour more into this man than you are pouring into you and he never pours into you? Are you really a good woman if you don't know how to defend yourself from toxicity? Are you really a good woman to yourself if you don't know how to walk away from somebody that's chipping away from your goodness? You keep telling me how much you a good why do men take advantage of the good women? Because you're probably not as good as you think. And if you are good, you good to him and you not good to you. A person that's good to themselves won't stand for bullshit. A person that's good to themselves won't settle for somebody they know is gonna hurt them. A person that's good to themselves will walk away from a person that gives them the ultimatum between loving them and loving another person, period. Walk away if a person gives them the ultimatum of loving them or loving themselves. Let me tell you something. Y'all can convince me, try to convince me till you blue in the face that the reason you're in this toxic relationship is because you are a good woman. You might be a codependent woman. You might be a woman that don't know how to enforce boundaries. You might be a woman with abandonment issues. You might be a woman that don't They got closure issues, but good woman to yourself? When you stand with somebody that's treating you like shit? I seen that comment. That was a good comment. You talking about you a good woman. Good at what? Good at what? I'm a good woman. Good at what? Good at being codependent? Good at never leaving a nigga no matter what how he treats you? Good at forfeiting your dreams to try to breathe life into his empty ones? What type of good woman are you? Are you a good woman at taking and giving 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th chances even though there's no evidence that this man is actually gonna change? Are you a good woman because you think you putting him before you makes you good? Point is, what do you define being a good woman as? How many of y'all say, "I'm a good woman because you got a job and you got a degree or something?" Alright, but a good woman will walk away from dusty ass men. Let's put that in the definition of good woman, like, walk away from dusty ass men. Good women know their worth. Good women don't settle for bullshit. Good women makes a man elevate their lives in order to achieve them. Prior to, period. But Ace, I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman, Ace. Alright, alright. You're a good woman. Okay. Alright, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Alright, next question. Do y'all like these lives? Y'all like these lives? If y'all like these lives, drop a comment below. Like, Ace, go live every day. I'll watch you. Yada yada yada. Ooh, Ace, this made my day. You know, make me feel like I'm doing this for a reason. I always be giving y'all affirmations. Y'all affirm me. Don't you think I wanna feel good? I wanna feel poured into. Hey, Ace, your haircut look good today, Ace. Ace, you looking like a snack, Ace. Why can't you do that for me? Huh? I'm up here working hard for y'all, making you trying to feel good. Hey, Ace, ooh, it look like you doing your push-ups. Why can't I get compliments? I give you compliments. Can I get a compliment? Can I get an encouraging word? Damn. Then you know what? You know what? I'm starting to feel like this is an unbalanced relationship. I feel like I pour into you when you gonna be pouring back into me. I can't preach about knowing my worth if I just sit here, the relationship is just one-sided. I'm feeling drained, ladies. I pour into y'all every day. Do you pour into me? When the last time you DM me and asked me about my motherfucking day? Huh? Hey, Ace, are you okay? Hey, Ace. Hey, Ace, when you come to my city, I'll bring you some food, Ace. When the last time you did that? Never. So I just wanna just say, I feel some type of fucking way. I feel some way. I feel some type of way. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, next question. Um, thank you. I appreciate y'all for acting like you care, okay? Acting like you care. Um, I'm getting another question. I like this comment. I wanna speak to this comment real quick. I like this comment. The comment is, "A good woman sets boundaries and wishes a motherfucker would cross them." And, um, I like that. Hold on one second, y'all. So, I wanna say this. I think this is my ending thought for the day. What good is having boundaries if you don't know how to enforce them? The other day, I had a conversation with the cast members of the Tonight's Conversation, and I said that it is ultimately our responsibility as people to provide people with instructions on how to love us. And ladies, I know you about to be like, "What the fuck? You should already know. I ain't gonna have to explain nothing to nobody. You know how to treat a." The the more you assume, the more you make a ass out of yourself. And listen to me. What I'm saying is know yourself well enough. Know how you like to be treated well enough. Know the things you can't and will not accept well enough to be able to tell somebody what it is that they need to do in order for you to feel safe. What it is that they need to do in order for you to feel content in this relationship. What it is they need to maintain for you to stay in the relationship. You have to be able to verbalize this. Too often, what we are doing is assuming people know how to treat us. And then what you do is you give them grace because once they do make this transgression against you, they're gonna be like, "Well, I didn't know I wouldn't." Sometimes what you got to do is take the guesswork out of loving you properly away. And what I mean by that is, I'm gonna tell you the things that I need. It's not a laundry list. It's 4 or 5 things. These are the things I need from you in order to be feel valued. If I do not get these things, I will not feel valued. I need I need quality time, one consistent date night a week, and I want that date night to be something we never schedule anything on because my commitment to that one date night a week lets you know how I still prioritize you, and I wanna feel prioritized too. Do you agree to that? Do you have the capacity to complete that? Is this something you want to do? And if the question to that is yes, then we can move forward. But in the event you stop doing that, you knew that that will make me feel unloved. And if that continue to happen, I might have to leave this relationship. I'm not going to allow people to guess around and fuck around with my heart. I'm going to tell you exactly what I need in order to feel satisfied in this relationship. Some of y'all too prideful, man. You think a man should automatically know. Tell him plainly and have and if this don't happen, this is what happens. I can't be my best version to you if I don't get this quality time once a week, period. I know we got children. I know you got a job, but we got to prioritize each other. This is one thing I can't compromise. Another thing, and another thing. Give me about 3 things. You get to 4 or 5 niggas, real simple. You know, men, real simple. You get to about 4 or 5 dudes looking at you like it's just too much to remember. But if you got 3 things that this man must do on a regular basis for you to feel valued and loved, tell that man. Remind him regularly. Because when you stop doing that and people forget or don't remember or didn't know, you suffer. It is our responsibility to advocate for our hearts and our spirits and our bodies. It's our responsibility to tell people what not to do. I cannot be in a relationship with someone who does this. This is a deal breaker for me. If this happens, I will leave. Tell people that. And let me tell you something, people that are self-aware themselves, people that are ready, people that are mature will accept that criticism, will accept that instruction, and they will tell you in the beginning whether they can or can't meet that. But what you don't do is you gotta realize closed mouths don't get fed. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Talk. Communicate. Ladies, y'all swear y'all better communicators than men. And which is interesting, 'cause you'll swear up and down you a better communicator than a man. Swear up and down you a better communicator. Up and down. But my question is, if that's truly the case, why do you expect men to read your mind? Communicator. But he should just know. Doesn't sound like communication to me. To me, don't sound like communication. But he too grown for me to have to explain. I thought you was a better communicator. Every time I talk to a woman, what's one thing you need in a relationship? Communication. Well, communicate. I just feel like I'm just not gonna tell a grown man how he should act. He just know. But you a better communicator. You know what I say? Fuck out of here. FOH, FOH, FOH. And that's been another episode of the A's Metaphor podcast. If you have gotten to this far, and Imma be honest with you, if you have gotten this far, you need to download the Tonight's Conversation app. These lives, if you ever wanna watch them, are automatically uploaded to my Tonight's Conversation app. But not only do you get these live, you get my official live recording podcast that I do in cities. You get the Tonight's Conversation podcast live, the Tonight's Conversation podcast in studio. You get a host of different things. So if you've ever seen any of the clips, you've ever seen my clips go viral, the full episodes are always on my app. So download the Tonight's Conversation app right now. Uh, I will dare to say we got to be one of the biggest podcasts in the world. I would dare to say that. Y'all don't believe me, do it's neither here or there. Y'all don't have to believe me. I ain't gotta prove shit to none of y'all. Just saying, shit be jumping. So download the Tonight's Conversation podcast or the Tonight's Conversation app in your app store. Download it right now. You can try for 7 days for free, so it's no real commitment. Download it, see if you like it or not. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Cool. Peace.